Let's see. I have not used this a lot. I want to get better at it. This is AltSpace VR. Which you can use if you have a virtual reality headset. I have one, but to stream it, I figured it'd be easier. Because if you don't have one, you could just use it on your PC, which is pretty cool. This is AltSpace VR. Share this. And that is done. Boom. Okay, now let's get into this thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Destination. Go to my little house. Whatever. So if you have a VR headset, this would all just be like be experiencing it more deeply, but I got this. And so what we're gonna be doing is going to a virtual reality comedy show. Aiming for the blue. Yeah, this is AltSpace VR, so there's all different kinds of things you can do, places you can go, worlds and whatnot. Let's see. Events. Oh. This one. It's live now, so I guess I can go in.
Keep it up there, slow.
Probably gonna leave myself muted because I'm gonna be talking to.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't have my emojis loaded yet, so I'll just have to tell you how much I love you.
Hey Eddie, what's going on?
Hello, Pursue! Yay!
How you doing?
A little Elmo.
Hi. I want to look around. There's a DJ. You just wave.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
It will switch to that button does is turn it on and off for what you see. Now, I might.
Failed to render.
Okay, now you have a switch.
That isn't play.
I never played with it either.
Yeah, because we can run a private test live and see what it does for the background. And see what
I don't know how to wave because I don't have. How's it going?
You said hi before, didn't you? Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm just trying to get used to this. I don't actually have a VR headset, so I'm
Oh, you're on the PC.
PC. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. I haven't actually been to one of the shows yet. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it.
Whoa. You'll love it. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Hi, babe. Hi,
do
DJ. Hi. Hello.
I don't know how to accept that.
Wait, this is
Hey.
the first time here. Hey. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well. Is this your first time here?
I was at one before, but this is kind of the first time I've ever, used this.
Pretty good. I like it here. Kyle's live, Elmo.
Let's see. Travis. I don't know how to.
Would you like to come up front with Bob and I? That's a good plan.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Look, I brought Dave.
Trying to get purple.
Oh, he's coming from. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Looks okay to me.
Yay!
I thought you said you were looking for blue.
Oh, this live.
So I'm currently live streaming this to person watching right now is in Scotland. I have a couple people watching, but so
Really, from Scotland?
yeah, Eddie Birdie says hi.
That's
Hey!
really nice.
Yeah, if I,
Eddie Birdie,
if I
how you
drop out
doing?
early, I may move puzzle.
You birdie look
because
that-
I got
the
a
app?
dental appointment early
The
in the morning.
program?
I think that's just his YouTube handle. It's not.
Oh.
He's watching on YouTube.
Yeah,
Maybe he
Let
knows
me-
the answer to your questions.
we're trying to.
Let me go follow everybody.
And
I
it's
have
just
not been.
working.
I've been so guilty just not
It's in
using
the, uploader.
YouTube at
It
all.
sits there.
I've been just
Tells us it's
Facebook.
not there.
You know, an employee even told me, they said, I don't drink the Kool-Aid. And I was like, bro, what does that even mean? Why you guys say that to me? Power. I love it. It's my favorite. But damn,
Arteries.
I was like, what?
Are you
It's
writing
easy.
script?
Well, I mean, you get into scripting and
I'm
then
live.
it's
Pull
a
that
little bit-
So where are you from, Baze?
That's beyond my
Maryland.
Hey,
Oh,
Zane.
I've been there.
Oh, Zane. Oh, you can't fist bump. Look, Zane,
Oh, really?
tell,
Have
yes,
difficulty
please
with
tell
my
her
hand neck.
that you don't grill crabs.
Are you scripting
That's
in
a
C++?
cardinal sin.
No, that's not how you do it.
Yeah, you just
Thank you for
don't
showing
do
up
that.
early, everybody. Love you all in VR, but there's actually 20 people on Facebook right now and 10 people in the metaverse, so questioning my whole life.
You just do it right.
He's live too.
What up?
On YouTube.
Does he eat all day too?
Who?
Vase, does he eat Old Bay?
Do you? Yeah. There's
Oh, yeah.
Old Bay and everything in there. Yeah, there's a Maryland store in the mall. Like, pumpkin.
Old Bay?
I just saw an Old Bay flavored vodka when I was at the liquor store the other day.
Yes, and a Bloody Mary, Old Bay Bloody Mary mix, and there's a hot sauce.
I just
Yep.
have trouble
Yep.
with the
My brother puts that hot sauce on absolutely everything. And he puts Old Bay. I don't do this, but he puts it on his popcorn when he eats popcorn. Old Bay
well,
all
Put
over
it
it.
on your regular corn too.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Oh,
I fish.
That's right.
that sounds good.
Yeah, I've been telling these old these friends from Canada, they just don't understand the Old Bay. It's a
Nope, don't.
It's a Maryland thing. There's.
yeah, we have a really inflated
Cool, you're
sense
both
of
from
tourism.
Maryland.
Hello.
Yeah,
Small world.
I've done multiplayer. a lot of times. It is
Terrifyingly
fun.
small world. I love it.
I ended up playing with this little kid.
Well,
that
my
was on a
name's Mary.
submarine,
Does that
and he was
count?
really bouncing up and down on his bed.
Those are just Bob and Mary. They're like the #1 fans. They're here, and so is Puzzler and Carp, Jason. And where's Hellcat? Where's the Hellcat?
What?
But they're here
Do you
every week.
the Korea
I'm here
mask,
every
or
week.
do you have the U?
It's just a good place.
I have a
Maybe.
It's so fun.
That is fun. Mary gets everybody giggling. This is where we can't go back.
Me?
No. Yeah. No. Yes.
I like the world finding what kind of feature they put in to distract you.
I like to hear
That's
there's
right.
Elmo and DJ. One of the DJs.
Elmo.
I don't know how to wave and stuff because I'm on a PC. I don't know if I could do that. So I'm just like shaking at people.
We know.
Elmo.
No, it's okay. We know.
Oh,
We're not
great.
giving you a hard time.
Baze, yes,
Baze. With Elmo.
How's it going?
I'm Elmo. We will be. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
don't
the
have
beast.
We'll be working together. I sent you a Discord invite to add you to our SCG Discord.
Oh yeah, I just joined actually. Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. So,
clever.
well, you accept the invite, and then I have to invite you to the SCG.
good. How are you?
Okay,
Okay, we'll send you an invite later.
sounds good.
Well, nice meeting you, man.
That's right.
You too.
Nice meeting you.
I'm
When I was
Elmo
young,
and I
I used to work in
purr.
a fish market for
Hey,
years.
man.
Oh,
Elmo, if I
hey.
never see another fish
Elmo, I
again,
didn't.
I'll be happy.
I went fishing when I was 3 or 4 years
Buddy, no,
old.
I've just been having a good
Yeah,
time
no, but
talking
look,
about
look,
Old
look.
Bay.
Show him, because it doesn't work when I touch myself.
Oh God! Come here. Wow! Look at this way.
Okay.
That's Heat. Welcome to We're Live. I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah. I'm in your chat.
Let me ask. I was like, what do you guys think of this?
The comedy show. We'll be getting started shortly. Give us about 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hello, you're welcome so much.
Advertised as a comedy show, but you get some head petting, which is
Yeah, no, like if you're having a bad day, Mary, it's different. Elmo purrs.
You like
Elmo
that?
gets to purr.
Yeah.
E.E. Maryland, welcome to the metaverse. Buckle up.
At 20 people on Facebook, that's pretty good, right?
buckle up.
Like, third in the club.
You've got no idea the rabbit hole you
It's exciting. And
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But-
It's never.
21 in the club right
Drew Blue.
okay.
Cowboy.
Blue just entered the house.
So I should be muted now.
Cowboy.
now. Hey, Drew.
Hey, Drew.
Hi, Cowboy. How you doing?
Yeah.
I find it totally
Eddie.
not understandable that we are not on friends list. I'm fixing that tonight.
Oh
It
yeah.
just doesn't make sense. And you too,
he's-
Jason. Don't try to avoid my.
Oh, man. Here, let me share the live.
Not that guy.
Where you going, Mary?
It's not him.
Does that mean we get
Right.
the pet?
Yes.
Yeah, you get to
You
pet him.
had pet-
Yay! Yeah, you won't make me sneeze like a real one, would?
No.
See, I guess that's why you gotta get
It's
the
wholesome. It's good for your
hands.
soul.
It's wholesome.
so you
We're
can
not allergic to it.
touch things. That's the
Technically,
VR.
the
Yeah.
fruit. I'm okay.
Almost.
Almost amazing.
All right, let's have that.
There's a way.
Sometimes like the people. Steve David will.
Hey,
I'm gonna
hey.
share this to the St.
Shit.
Jude. 60 minutes.
Where's the people tonight? Is there a big show tonight?
know.
Except for Canadians, there's that Canadian thing.
The Canadian
But I can't
takeover.
believe the
What are
room
the
is
ca-
filled with
what's the
half
Canadian
Canadians.
thing?
I don't know.
Canada. I like that word better. Sounds
Because it's our
Maybe
national
everyone's-
weekend.
Canadian.
That's why. Here it's the national
Oh,
day, and
and
for
let's see
you,
who gets
for you
vaccinated.
it's Monday. For us, it's the first.
They might be doing
Yeah, I
shows
don't really
tonight
feel
though.
like celebrating.
The big sitting color show tonight?
I'm sharing the live out like
Yeah.
crazy, so.
I don't know.
Swimming?
Nothing going on.
So, yeah.
It's opposite this. It's big. So it must be another.
Going on.
There's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
a
where all the peoples are.
comedy show.
Perhaps everybody got getting drunk a little too much.
Oh, maybe they're starting the weekend early.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Taking a big weekend for the 4th of July.
And for the first.
Well,
Ooh,
tonight
that
it's
pyramid
it's
about
our
to-
big night, right? Because people are off tomorrow, so for
That's
Canadians,
right. We're off tomorrow.
so let's have
Oh, is
fireworks.
everybody off tomorrow?
No.
No, what does it say? Oh, that's right. It's Canadian 4th of July.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was like,
Yeah.
people get some extra long 4th of July weekends.
Yeah. Canada Day. It's not on the 4th of July, but it's.
So,
Their version.
July 1st is Canada Day.
Means I get to sleep in.
Founding of the country.
In Quebec, it's moving
Ah.
day.
Is it really?
Why is that?
Oh yeah,
Is that a
yes,
real
it's
holiday?
because like the
Yeah.
always ends on the last day of
I
June
feel
and
like-
start on
Yeah.
the 1st of
Yeah.
July. So for us,
I mean,
Canada
who do
Day
they give
is
credit
moving
for
day.
to finding
Moving.
Canada?
It's sleeping day.
No shade.
This is crazy. I'm gonna need booze. That's how I feel.
I'm watching your chat. They're funny.
Well, your
There's no
father's
one
side of the
person, just-
family has been.
Ladies
there.
and gentlemen, welcome to the Failed to Render Comedy Club. How's everybody doing tonight? Make some noise. We have an excellent show this evening. A lot of great comics from all around the country to perform. Make sure that you're unmuted and make sure you're off of auto level for your volume. That being said, let's get ready to go. Everybody come on up front, as close to the stage as you can get. And let's put our hands together and throw up some emojis and show a lot of love for your host, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Kyle Render.
Oh, it's Kyle?
That's applause. This is how I clap.
It is. Hello.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to yourselves for being here. Thank you for coming to the Failed to Render show. Give it up to DJ Specs Internet.
Look at all those emojis.
Here at the Failed to Render show, we love to talk about internet because I'm inside of a virtual reality headset as well as everybody here. Beck, who's your internet provider at home?
AT&T Fiber.
AT&T Fiber. On 3, I want you to say fuck AT&T. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck
Fuck
it.
Fuck AT&T.
Wah, wah, wah.
First one I
Oh.
Who have I not asked before? Retta. Is that how I say your name? Retta? Rita? Reba? McIntyre?
And they give-
Hello.
Yeah, right. No.
Who's your internet provider, bro?
Oh, big.
What?
It's a French company.
What is
Orange.
it? Tell me.
Ribbit.
Orange.
Orange?
Orange.
That'll be
Yeah.
interesting. On 3, say fuck orange. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck orange.
Fuck orange.
That's right. Well, yeah. Now, unlike Spec, my AT&T is actually really good because of that spokeswoman with those huge AT&T titties. You know those double 5Gs, Jason? Yeah. I'm talking about. You guys know me. I'm Kyle. I haven't hosted in a little while in All Space, and I'm back, loving it. Awesome. Give it up to your staff tonight. Give it up to Kevin. Give it up to Elmo. Give it up to Talon. Give it up to All Space admin in the back hanging out because we're the
Give it
number one
up.
event, baby, with 25 people. What's going on? Went to a high school reunion because my friend begged me. Met a girl there. Left him. Went home with her, of course.
Oh.
Woke up in the morning. She said, "What classes did we take? I don't remember you from high school." And I was like, "Oh, that's because I was homeschooled." That happens. So let's try to work on some of my old new jokes. Old new jokes.
Old
Old new
Old
jokes.
new jokes.
Old new jokes.
Oh.
TikTok.
Joe.
Thank you. TikTok, man, it's a gem of an app, isn't it, Jason? I've been watching this
don't
guy.
use
His
that shit.
account is called George from McDonald's. All of his videos for months were just him saying, "Well, this is my double cheeseburger and this is my chicken sandwich for dinner. Thanks, guys. Have a great day." Like, okay, yeah, exactly. Okay. Right. Well, it turns out the community actually bought him a car. He somehow got millions of people to buy him a car, and I've been running a virtual reality comedy club. No one bought me a fucking car.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
This community of people that watch George from McDonald's eat double cheeseburgers and hot and spicy McChickens bought him a Cadillac. How cool is that? They bought him a Cadillac. That's great. And then the community was like, "Hey, show us the Cadillac." And that's when it all went wrong. He wouldn't show anybody the Cadillac. The community bought him. Like, why wouldn't you say, "This is my Cadillac, have a great day"? That's all you had to do, bro. It wasn't that weird, right? And now his entire TikTok account is just kids tagging that McDonald's in Chicago, driving through the drive-thru, being like, "We love you, George!" Just drove off. TikTok giveth, TikTok taketh. That's the punchline. The punchline is TikTok taketh. Okay, moving on. Fuck me. I love Chinese food. I love Thai food, Vietnamese food. Anybody else? Anybody love that food? I love pho. Love this. Ever been to the Come Down? Okay. You ever been to the fucking good? You been to the fucking good? Al's been to the fuck him long. It's a really good one too. Right?
I've heard that.
My
for a
other
while.
friend invited me out the other day. He just gave me an address of a restaurant. He didn't tell me what it was called. I was like, hey man, long time no see. Where are we eating? And I look at the restaurant door and it says a dong. And
That place sucks.
you could at least tell me that we were gonna eat a dong in public, bro. I'm not about it. I'm trying to go vegan. Okay? I'm trying to go vegan. So then I ditched him. I didn't even go. I was like, you know what? Kind of awkward. Not
Ding
really a
dong
big
ditch.
fan of it. So I went home and I got DoorDash instead. I got some DoorDash from this restaurant. You may have heard of it. It's called the Dong. I selected the fuck off, don't talk to me, leave it at the door option that we got used to during quarantine. That was great. I got a text message
Do you
of
ever
the
wanna talk?
food on my doorstep. Here's the picture. Cool. I open up the door. I look down. No food.
Oh,
What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I ever got ding dong DoorDash ditched. Fucked up. I don't want to be a DoorDash driver and just leave food at people's doors, snap a picture, and go eat it, make money. How cool is that? Sounds like a career choice. Right? Blocked an ex-girlfriend recently. On everything, all social media, everything. She was crazy.
Okay.
Okay. And then she emailed
Okay.
Kyle at failedtorrender.com. She emailed my personal business email. And the subject line was fuck me in the ass. Subject line. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's how you
And
do
I
it.
was like, oh my God. So I replied to her and I said, no way. You got to sign a waiver. She replied and said, where do I sign? And I was like, oh my God, guys. I'm just kidding. We're not taking more comedians at the comedy club. Leave me alone. Thank you. I go to Asian massages a lot. I get a lot of Asian massages because my body hurts and they feel good. And everyone always has a joke about it, right? Even my mom had a joke about it the other day. She said, oh yeah, did you get a happy ending at the Asian massage parlor, Kyle? Yeah, Mom. I accidentally fart and then I pass out for an hour. It's fantastic. All right? I take it back. My parents are super cool. My parents just went on a vacation. Okay. They're in Colorado right now. My mom calls me. She calls me and she says, hey, we're in Colorado. If you want us to get you some marijuana. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, that's what's up, Mom. Cool. Right? And she said, send me the address of wherever store in Wyndham that you want me to buy the marijuana. I was like, what? Why can't you just Google it? Damn. Mom and Dad being lazy. They offer me something. Now they want me to tell them where to go. Okay, cool. So I looked it up and I was like, okay, it's called Safeway. It's definitely open. So she calls me back and she says, what the fuck?
What's up,
I said,
David?
what? And she says, are you fucking with me?
How's it
I said,
going?
no. And she says, I just walked into a grocery store and I asked the grocery store clerk at the register where the marijuana is.
oh my God.
I said, oh man, I didn't know. I'm sorry. And then the cashier chick said, oh my goodness, maybe one of my coworkers does. And then my mom got weed from some grocery store guy and brought it back down for me. My mom is so cool. Shout out to Mom. Oh yeah.
Hey, Mom! Woo!
Hey Mom.
Big round
Thank
of
you. Adjusting my face here. Jumped on Pornhub before the show. Kind of my ritual. You know, I either get off or write a joke to get you guys off. You know what I mean? I went to the new hot releases video section, and the first video had over 10.4 million views. 10.4 million. You know what it was called? It was called Brother and Sister Get Into a Wedgie War. What? Wedgie War. And I was like, so I clicked it, right? I skimmed through it. No sex. No sex. Just a brother and sister literally giving each other massive
Oh,
wedgies
man.
for 10 minutes.
Dude,
Wow. And I'm like,
where's the hot release?
how do 10 million people jack off to this? This is incredible. This is incredible. What am I doing wrong with my life?
Or right.
Wow. You guys will like this one, I promise. Anybody here have a neighbor you just can't stand? Right? Jack? You have a neighbor you can't stand, Jack?
Yeah, I have one. Yeah.
Tell me about your neighbor, Jack.
You always make the drill when I want to sleep. Yeah.
Okay, so you're
always
trying to
wonder
sleep.
when
He turns on the
nobody's
drill. It goes. Da, 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 da.
Kiss me.
That sucks, man. I feel your pain.
Yeah,
I do.
it sucks.
I do. Yeah. My grandmother, she has dementia. She's kind of losing her mind. Have you ever hated your neighbor so much that you would buy a $6,000 Lincoln and park it in front of your house so your neighbor couldn't park there? Because my grandma did. That's what my grandma did. And then she lost her mind even more and started graffitiing all the cars. And I was like, whoa, we picked her up from the jail. You know, you have dementia. Okay, got it. Right.
Gangster.
Listen, I've never, the gangster. Who said it? Gangster, gangster, gangster. Listen.
It was me.
I admit, I have
Oh,
been a
man.
bad neighbor before. And you know what? It was with Big Al. That's right. I got too drunk one time with my buddy Big Al, and we started singing in my apartment at 3 a.m. We did. We were wasted. I felt so bad about it. The next day, I found. Okay, back up. Let me think about it. I remember him knocking on the fucking door, and we opened the door, and he's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're singing. I'm also a single father. I'm 34 years old." He's like, "Okay, pass. You know, like you get a free pass, right?" And I felt so bad. I went back and I left a note. I left a note on this guy's door, and I was like, "Look, I'm sorry. You know, I'm an adult. I shouldn't be doing this shit in an apartment complex." Next day, I found a pumpkin on my doorstep, and it said, "Thank you so much for the apology. Maybe you and your daughter want to carve a pumpkin together." And I'm like, I don't want to carve a fucking pumpkin. This is the ultimate payback in the nicest possible fucking way. Terrible. Terrible. I live in a house now, an actual neighborhood. It's still kind of noisy, but it's a better kind of noisy. There's a trash truck in the mornings on Monday. Beep, beep, beep. And then at that old apartment complex, when someone picked up the trash, it actually didn't sound like that. It sounded like, "Oh my God, I'm wasted." All right, that's my time. I'm going to be your host. I'm tired of hosting, ladies and gentlemen. You ready for a good show? Let's make the best of it. Huh? All right. Well, I don't know who's first, so I'm dropping my hands and I'm looking at my lineup because I'm a professional. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Deshaun Thompson tonight.
Yeah. There's a bad neighbor. Big Al was there.
Coming. Sorry.
Oh my God,
Sorry,
Bob,
I wasn't.
One more time, Deshaun Thompson, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
wasn't
Yeah.
ready. Sorry. Let me fix my. What's up, everybody? My bad. I didn't know I was going now, but I'm here. Everybody doing? Let me scoot over real quick. Awesome. I do want to share a story with you guys, man. So first off, I'm in great spirits because I'm like back with my girl now. I met her in Allspace, and we've been like broke up, and man, you know, we just now starting to hit things back off. So a little bit about me. I kind of do suck at relationships. I'll tell you right now. I had a situation recently where I was dating this chick, and so funny. I'm dating this chick, and sometimes when I break up and go to a new relationship, I go through a transition phase. You know, I think all guys do this. That's safe to say. We never break up and take our time, actually transition, right? And so as I'm dating this girl, I had just had my baby mama over the house not that long ago. Don't judge me. I had my baby mama over the house not that long ago. Got on out of there. I put the and come home from work, and she cooks me a little meal, and the meal is nice. She asked me, "Hey, Deshaun, do you mind going to get my clothes out the laundry basket from the washing machine?" I said, "Cool." We had a laundromat down the street. So I go to the laundromat and I open it up. When I open up the laundromat, I noticed that, oh shit, these are my baby clothes. I'm busted. What am I gonna do? I said, she just literally set me up for the kill. So I said, you know what? I can't go out like no sucker. So what I'm about to do is I got the bag. I took all the clothes. I put the clothes in the bag, right? Put all the clothes in the bag, and I go outside of the laundromat. There's this big dumpster right there. I take 2 big whips, woof, woof, and I toss the clothes right in the dumpster. There you go. Then I drive right on back home. I'm about to give her a straight hell. Because how dare her try to set me up, humiliate me by showing me the video. So I bust in the house. I just look at her. And she looks at me and she said, where are my clothes? I said, what do you mean where are your clothes at? So you think you got me, huh? She said, what are you talking about? I said, you know damn well what I'm talking about. Why don't you just be real with me and just say what you thought you caught to begin with? She said, Deshaun, what did you do with my clothes? She said, oh. I said, wait a minute. I said, what do you mean? What did I do with your clothes? I said, I threw them in the damn dumpster. She said, are you serious? Are you joking with me? Of course not. Yeah, and then so slowly it started to kind of hit me a little bit as she began to tremble. I was saying, well, oh my damn, I think I might have just made a horrible mistake. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I just trashed not only her clothes, but her kids' clothes. And it made me feel so bad was just as she said that, her son comes walking out of the shower. He's only 4 years old. He's soaking wet. He comes walking out the bathroom, butt ass naked, talking about I'm cold and he's shivering. It's not shit to put on a little kid. I feel freaking horrible for that.
Oh.
Please, yeah, I know. Please don't. Please don't judge me. I'm a better man now. I promise you I am. Now, you think I suck as a boyfriend, you should see I am as a dad. First off, man, let me shout out my 18-year-old. I have an 18-year-old that just graduated, right? Just graduated.
Congrats.
Yes, man. Yes. The #1 resource student in the state of Tennessee. He actually set the world record of saying all of his ABCs in less than 5 minutes. And it was such a proud moment for me as I watched my son walk across that stage. As he wiped the drool away from his chin, I was like, that's my kid right there. You know what I mean? And he's came a long way, you know, because he had a severe stuttering problem growing up. His stutter was horrible. You know, and if you're a parent of a kid that stutters, you understand like my pain. The only kid that stutters is sucks. You know, and he's nodding his head, so he gets me. Thanks for the hearts back there, Elmo. It really sucks, you know. He won't come to my comedy shows because he thinks I'm embarrassing him. He doesn't think for a second that maybe he's the one embarrassing me. It even got to the point to where it's like when he was stuttering is okay. It's just as long as you're not like in a rush. You know what I mean? You know, like, hey son, quick, where's the remote control? And then he does the, and it's not the break it up stutter where you, but he does the drag stutter. You know, like when the tongue gets glued to the top of his mouth. You know, it's like the batteries in his tongue just go dead. Just kind of throws me off, like his tongue is having a muscle spasm. I'm like, man, just spit it out. And you know what? If you can't just say it, just let the word go, man. Just let it go. Give up on the word. Is the word that serious?
Terrible advice.
You know, do you ever think about that? For me, it's just that simple. Maybe I'm just immature of a parent. I don't know, but like I said, it's something I work on. All right. Now, also as well too, by the way, and my kid's mama, one positive light in my life right now, as I go through this horrible therapeutic session with you guys. And my kid's mom, we're starting to get along a lot better. My baby mama. All right, we went and we did a photo shoot together. And man, when we did this photo shoot together, it was just amazing how well we worked together, man. We had a good time. We laughed, we joked, we kid. And riding back with her, because she gave me a ride down there, I'm thinking like, well, how do we even break up? Like we really did a good job getting along together tonight. And then just out of nowhere, she lets out this hard, silent killer fart, right? Just, not that one. I'm talking about the silent killer. I'm talking about the worst one, that one. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, she didn't have to do that. And it was like, as soon as she did that, immediately everything came back to me that I didn't like about it. It was like her gas fumes just brought everything like right back to life. Immediately, I started thinking about how the fact that she was addicted to social media, you know, selfies all day, TikToks, and also as well too, she had a really bad breath. My thing was maybe she should spend a little bit more focus on TikTok and put a little bit more attention and focus on popping the Tic Tac. You know, that's just how I feel. You know what I mean?
I get it.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Can I continue to open up to you guys? So then my dad, right? I mean, you might as well, right? You can't get any worse. You know what I'm saying? My dad, okay. I actually spoke to my dad, and I was adopted growing up, so I didn't really get to speak to my mom or my dad. So I got to speak to my dad, man. And I remember at one point I actually had to go live with my dad, and when I was smaller, just briefly, I could not stand my dad. Like it wasn't he was such a bad guy. It was just he was so stern, you know, and I just wasn't accustomed to that. And so I remember it was even getting to a point to where I remember one night, true story, I actually went to bed and said a prayer, and I just prayed some way, somehow, something happened where I did not have to live with my dad anymore. Please, I said a prayer, and I never forget. The next morning I woke up, my mom was going off. Deshaun, get up, get this stuff together. Come on, leave it. That's it. I jumped up, and my mom and dad was having like a big argument. They're just clashing at each other. I'm like, oh no. She's like, Deshaun, get your stuff together. We're going. Hurry up right now. Get your stuff and find some clothes and let's go. So I jumped up, man. I never forget. I had my Ninja Turtle drawers on, grabbed my Ninja Turtle cassette tapes. I'm bagging up everything, man. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. You guys, I ran out the house so fast, I totally forgot to even put pants on. I took off. So I run and I jump in the back seat. My mom runs, she gets in the car. She starts the car up. She begins to pull out the driveway and she's crying. She's boo-hoo crying. I don't know what even happened. I have no idea. But all I know is this is real. As my dad comes running out the house. He's throwing his hands up like, hey, just where the hell you think you're going? She's like, that's it. I just can't take it anymore. That's it. I'm through. And she puts the car in drive and she actually begins to pull off. Now, my mom never leaves. She tolerates everything from this man. But today it was real. Early this morning, Saturday morning, I'll never forget. I would never miss cartoons for anything in the world. But for this was just so worth it. She begins to pull off. And so as she's pulling off, I never forget, like, I'm in the back seat. So I stand up and I turn around and look at my dad through the mirror, okay? Cue the slow music. I'm turning around and I'm looking at my dad. I look at him face to face. Now I'm protected because I'm in this locked car. My mom's pulling off and there's nothing he can do to me. So slowly but surely, I know we don't have middle fingers in VR, but I raise up my middle fingers at him and I just begin to just give it to him nice and slowly. It wasn't a fast. It was a slow motherfucker. Fuck you. So I just started giving a bunch of fuck yous. I will point to him one hand, I will flip him off with the other hand. Then I will reverse it. I just got to the point where I started moonwalking with it. I started dancing with it. Fuck you. I started telling him, bitch, you're a bitch. I was saying it so hard. I would blow fog on the window. I was just right. And as I'm doing this and I'm having a ball, bam, my head hit the window and the car comes to a complete stop. And my mom says, I just can't do it. I love him so much. I said, what do you mean? You love it? And she puts the car in reverse, ladies and gentlemen, and she begins to back this car back up towards my dad. And I looked at my dad, and I kid you not, my dad has never seen me do comedy. That was the very first time I ever made my dad smile. And boy, did he have a smile on him. Smile in his face while he was twirling the belt with his right hand. I'll never forget. It was unbelievable, man. Yeah. Got that ass beat that day, unfortunately, man. I hate it. One more thing I'd like to share with you guys before I let you go, real quick, man. As of today, I am officially a 6 months recovering pornaholic. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, recovering pornaholic. Absolutely have not in 6 months. No lie. Go ahead and put your hands together like that for me, right? Haven't touched it in 6 months. Like I haven't even watched it. I just stay away from it, you know, because it was get to the point it was just becoming bad. You know what I mean? Like you want to know how you know you're addicted to porn? Like the regular porn starts to become boring. Like the regular porn doesn't get it going no more. Like crack, you know, you need a new hit, you need a new high, you need something else, a new. You know what I mean? And so what I did was I started to look for some extreme things, right? And I never forget the first thing that got my attention. I said, "Oh, this may do it for me." I searched up pregnant midgets, which is unbelievable to me because I didn't even know that midgets could get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because the midgets, it's like a baby having a baby. But apparently it's real. so pregnant midgets. So I wanted
It's like a
midgets because
baby.
they got the fat ass calves and the fat asses, and they're pregnant. Everything on them is just fat and thick. No wrists, just hand and arms. You know what I mean? The knees. Fucking beautiful. I was like, oh, I want to fuck the shit out of a midget. And so I started getting off the pregnant midgets. And then after a while, I said, damn, well, you know what? This is starting to lose its twang. And then I said, ooh, I got it. I searched the pregnant midget orgies. Oh boy.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Oh man, pregnant midget orgies. So here it is. You got this big ass pool, right? Of bubbling water. Water just bubbling, and it's like 100 midgets, literally 100 midgets inside of the pool, just straight. All right, just nice pieces of fat, wet meat just splashing and fucking all together. It was unbelievable. Just trying to picture these pieces of wet meat in this bubbling water. Looked like somebody was cooking a big pot of chicken nuggets. Like it was fucking unbelievable. Hey, you guys, I think that's it. I think that's my time.
That's not a
I am
good
Deshaun,
joke.
comedian. Feel free to follow me. You guys are, as always, you guys are amazing. Now give it up to your host, Kyle Render.
A bubbling pot of chicken.
Holy shit. Pregnant midget porn. That's cool. That's a great way to leave. Hell yeah. Thank you. Before I even got to say it, if you want to make it real, drop your controllers and clap your real hands, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. Awesome. And shout out to the Facebook over here. We got the Facebook drone. That's my computer in the other room. Give it up to Patrick. Give it up to Brett. And a guy named Kyle. I'm all about that shit. You guys know that. And Clay Perry and Nathaniel. I don't know how to say names, guys. I'm not very good at it. We are live from the metaverse. All of us are in VR headsets. And now I'm going to talk to the audience in VR real quick. I'm sorry, Facebook. Kane, you ever been here before?
You know it.
You know it. All right. Kane, ladies and gentlemen, for coming back. Awesome. Give it up to Jeremy. Jeremy, you ever been here before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, yes, I have. Thank you, Jeremy. Give it up to Jeremy, ladies and gentlemen. And Alan. You ever been here before, Alan?
Yes, I've been here many times.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here. Everyone is a returning customer here at the Felder Inter Comedy Show. I'm making no money. Please send stars. Please send me stars. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually really excited because we had two popping comedians and I had no idea they were going to be here. And you guys are going to be excited about it. Give it up all the way from San Antonio, Texas, Drew Blues.
San Antonio.
Oh, can I get on stage? Oh, I think I can. Whoop. Whoop, can I get on stage? There we go. Yeah, hey, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your host, Kyle Render, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Oops.
Hey, give it up for Deshaun one more time, pouring his heart out. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, Deshaun, man. My dad was never in the picture. My dad was never in the picture, guys. I think I reminded him too much of my mom. I got her eyes and her tits.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
Yeah. I love my mom, man. My mom raised me by herself since I was 3 years old. She worked 3 jobs just to put food on the table. Any moms in the audience? Yeah, there you go. Hey, give it up for the moms. Yeah, hey, you're strong as hell, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, man. My mom worked 3 jobs just to put food on the table, and it worked for my fat ass because I got bigger than the table. We're all worked out. Oh man, I love my mom to death, man. My mom was devastated after my dad left, man. But you know what? I had no idea how important family was. Like I had uncles I never even met before come over every night just to check on my mom. So nice. Why y'all laughing, fuckers? What the fuck? She was religious, all right, sir? I heard from the bedroom, like, oh God, oh Lord, I'm coming, I'm coming. And I was a kid. I had no idea what God did, but every morning I got egos. Whoop, whoop, praise the Lord.
Oh no.
Oh man. I just recently got out of a relationship, man. It was my longest relationship. 6 months. That was the longest. 6. She was crazy, man. Like she would always ask me all the time, "Oh, fuck me without a condom. Fuck me without a condom." And I'm like, "No, I can't." Like my pullout game is lazy. All right? And pulling out for me, it is. Like pulling out for me is like taking a trip to Hawaii. Like once you're in there, it's good. The scenery's great. It feels great. Like I want to start a life here one day, you know? I can't do it. I just can't do it. Like I'm a pothead, man. I am not dad material, all right? Like literally, I chose not to have insurance. Why? Because I wanted more money for weed. Imagine if I had a kid. Oh, sorry, son. You scraped. There's a bone sticking out. Oh, well, Daddy just got an 8th. He has Cobra insurance. Sorry. Why the Cobra? Yeah. Why the fuck do they name it Cobra? The health insurance named after the most venomous snake in the world. The most venomous. What is that? Oh my god! And you know what? I love this girl a lot. Only thing is, she was a little bit crazy. You know, she would call me all the time. I would be traveling doing comedy, and she would just call me all the time. She would just hit up my phone, and I just think that wasn't disrespectful, not only to me, but the side chick I was with, right? Very disrespectful. And she would call me, like literally, I would be out in public and she would just call me pissed off, right? One time I was out with the lady that I know, right? And she's like, "I hope that bitch is worth it. I hope she's fucking worth it." I was like, well, my mom did raise me, so I'm pretty sure she gave me $20. I mean, what could I do? Oh man, she was a great girl too, man. I'm starting to date a lot more. Only thing is, this is the one girl that I actually felt confident having car sex with. Has anybody fucked in the car before? Everybody did that? Everyone rode the wave? I'm a big guy, all right? I don't do car sex, all right? And car sex is meant for 3 things: fingerings and blowjobs. That is it. There's no room to maneuver in between each, you know? I can't do it. And nombre, she smoked me out and she seduced me into fucking her in the car. And ladies and gentlemen, she's trying to talk me into it, like, fuck me in the car, Drew. Fuck me in the car. I'm like, bitch, it's a Beetle. What am I gonna do? Like, I have to get on top and stuff. Like I have to move the fucking parking brake. You know what I'm saying? I have to go over. And you know what pissed me off? You know, because I felt sexy. I felt like, ooh, we're about to fuck. And then I looked in the mirror, right? I felt confident. And so I looked in the mirror and I just realized, oh my God, I look like a dehydrated lava lamp. What is this? Oh my God. It was getting hot and heavy. Like she was hot, I was heavy. Like it was going great. And then, right, we're starting to make sweet love, and I start getting too much into it. I start putting my leg on top of the roof. I'm a big guy. I have no idea why the fuck I'm doing that, all right? I look like sexual Spider-Man, you know, trying to fucking maneuver in this Beetle.
Give her the win.
Oh, dude, I got the world's biggest cramp in this car. Oh, my God. This poor girl. Like, I'm not going to... I landed on top of her. I fell right on top of her.
Right
like,
on, Eddie. He does.
I want you to know that I busted a nut. She busted her head on the fucking door. All right.
Oh my
God. I felt bad for 2 seconds until I told the doctor, so what were y'all doing? Oh, we were fucking. I felt confidently. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. Hey, guys, one more joke before I take off, man, because The world's it's full of confidence, man. The world is full of fucking haters. Haters tell me all the time, you know, oh Drew, you're too fat. Oh Drew, you're too loud. Oh Drew, you'll never be successful. You know what I tell those fucking haters, guys? Oh, thanks. Man. What's up? Hey, thank you so much, guys. My name is Drew Blues. Keep blazing, stay amazing. Give it up for your host.
Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Drew Blues. Make some noise, throw some emojis, send some stars, send some Venmos. I need food, ladies and gentlemen. I've been eating potatoes for 2 weeks. All right.
Potatoes are delicious.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep this shit going, ladies and gentlemen. You know him, you love him. My business partner, Big Al.
Woo!
Hi,
Big
guys.
Al.
Give it up for Drew one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Give it for Drew. Yeah. Very funny. Everything he said is actually true. I'm his roommate. I know this. I went out to get a midnight snack, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in that Beetle? After what I saw, I went back in the house. I didn't want to eat anything for 2 days. She really was good looking, though. I gotta give it to him. I don't know if you've seen him, but yeah, she was very hot. I was shocked that happened. But here, Drew.
Oh. It's like a lost connection.
She came to the bed, and just as we were getting undressed, she was about to take off her pants, and then she had a gun, and she put it on the nightstand. And I looked at the gun, I looked at her, I said, "Well, that's a lot of pressure for tonight." I mean, when you see a gun on on the nightstand, I mean, you pretty much know you're going in for you're going in for a while. Like you got those thighs up, head inside. You're just like going to town. All of a sudden, you look up. She grabs the gun. She goes, "Get back down. Get down. Keep eating, motherfucker. Keep eating."
It's.
Good thing I skipped lunch. I like to go out and eat late at night. I like to go out and get something to eat after I'm finished with my shows. One night I had a few to drink. I wouldn't say I was trash, but you know, now all of a sudden out buzz driving is drunk driving. You know, but back in the day, that was you just had to be a little extra careful. So I stopped off at a Jack in the Box to grab something to eat. Got myself a little bag of food. My house was like literally maybe less than 2 minutes from the Jack in the Box. So I left the Jack in the Box and I drove down the street, and I can literally see my street was like where the bar is. That's how close I was to my street. So like I was literally, all I had to do was turn in, and my house was like three houses down. So I'm driving my car, and all of a sudden I see something behind me, and next thing you know, whoop whoop, lights go on. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, I'm right there. So he has his lights on, so I turn on my blinker, and I make a right into the street, and he's like, pull over. And I'm like, I'm going to, dude, relax. My house is right there. So I keep driving, and he's like, pull over. And so I said, yeah, I'm going to. Come down, motherfucker. So I kept driving, and then my parking lot was right there. So I just rolled up into the driveway, pulled up the brake, fucking pulled the keys out, threw them on the dashboard, and I leaned back. I reached my hand into my bag of food, and I just started eating my burger. So he pulls up behind me, and I'm just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? If I'm going to go to jail for DUI, I might as well get a good meal in, because I heard all you eat bologna sandwiches in there, and I don't like bologna sandwiches. So I'm eating my burger. I'm having a good time. Cop comes over. He knocks on my window. He's like, I roll down the window. I look over to the side, and I'm like eating my burger. I'm like, how can I help you, officer? He goes, Why didn't you pull over? I pulled you over back there. He says, you're supposed to pull over when you get pulled over. And I'm like, whoa, 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 relax. And he goes, well, you're supposed to pull over. I don't understand why you kept driving. Why are you here? And I just looked at him and just said, look, officer, when I took my driver's test, I was told that when being pulled over, that one should always pull over in a place that is both safe for you and the officer. And I couldn't think of any safer place than my own driveway. And he just looked at me. He's like, ah, this is license and registration. And he grabbed him, walked away. I just kept eating my burger. His partner walked up and he goes, what'd you to say to him? He's fucking pissed. And I said, I just told him the truth. So I'm sitting there and he comes back and he goes, well, he goes, not much I can do. He says, you're home. He goes, so I'm just going to write you a ticket for driving over the speed limit. I was like, fine, cool, give it to me. I'm ready. So he gave me a speeding ticket. I took it and I went home. And that was cool, right? Because he couldn't give me a DUI at that point. I mean, what was his argument? You know what I mean? It's like, how is he going to argue that to the judge? The judge was probably going to say, how did you know he was drunk? I really don't know. I mean, was he swerving? No. Where did you pull him over? At his house? And they kind of made it home, did it? If this was tag, that would have been base. He would have been safe. Good point, Judge. Good point. Good case there.
Dismissed.
What'd you say? It's Miss Judge?
Dismissed.
Dismissed. Okay, cool. Couldn't hear you over the laughter.
Sorry.
I when I was younger, I always remember this. This was interesting. So I didn't have a great relationship with my father. We used to get into arguments a lot and he would ground me. But I always remember this one time. He grounded me, but he wasn't going to be home to enforce it. So he got mad. He goes, "You're grounded." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. You're leaving. Fuck it. I'm taking off." So, so he left and I'm sitting at home. I'm like, well, I'm not staying home. And I said, and he's not going to be home till really late. So I'm going to go out and have some fun. So I did. I went around the corner. I went down the street to a friend's house. They were having a big party and I was out there partying. And then around 10 o'clock, I realized it occurred to me. I'm like, I should probably get home just in case, right? I was like, I'm having a good time, but I'm still afraid of my dad. So I was like, all right, I'm going to leave. So I left the party and I went walking back down the street to go back home. And at night, it gets really quiet, right? Because there's not as many people out. So you can hear all kinds of noises out there. So I'm walking on the street and I hear the sound of a car. And at night, you can hear everything. You can hear the tires rolling on the gravel, right? You just hear that sound. And I'm just walking and I hear gravel and a car. And I slowly just turn and I'm like, oh, shit, that's my dad. And he's just driving right along me, doesn't even notice, and he keeps going. And I start slowing down and I start walking backwards. I'm like, beep, 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 beep. And he's going forward. Next thing you know, the car stopped like right in front. And I'm like, oh shit, he saw me. So I stopped. Then he opens up the door and then he gets out and he goes, you son of a bitch. And I was like, stop. So I started running. I'm just like, whoo, whoo. And I'm running full speed. And then he started running. He just left the car right in the middle of the street. That's how pissed he was. Now he's chasing me. I'm running. I turn down the next road. Dumbass who I am. I go to the place that I think is safest, my home, totally forgetting that it's also his home. So I'm running. I'm reaching in my pocket. I grab my keys. I get to the door. And, you ever watch those horror movies and you always see the person who's being chased by the villain? They always have a hard time getting the keys into the car or the door. And you're sitting there watching, you go, you fucking idiot. How do you not know how to put keys in a fucking slot, right? It's so fucking easy, right? You have somebody chasing you in the middle of the night when your life is at stake. that shit does not go in as easy. It's like trying to have sex for the first time. It's going all around except for the right place. Finally, I get the key in, and I hear my dad running up behind me. I turn the key. I try to open the door. It's too late. He fucking tackles me. The door goes flying open. The keys go flying across the hallway. I go rolling. He goes rolling, and we're both on the ground. And then we just boom. We both jump back up, and I'm up, and he's up, and I'm looking at him, and I'm noticing he's kind of swerving a little bit, and I'm kind of swerving a little bit. And then it occurred to me, it's like, oh shit, we're both drunk. So now we're both drunk. We're just staring at each other, trying to get our shit together. And he looks at me, he goes, oh, you want a piece of your old man? I said, yeah. He said, come and get it. And I, like a dumbass, I'm like, okay. So I charged at him, right? And I just like, I played football at the time, so it's like low center of gravity. So I went low, leaned my fucking shoulder into him, fucking grabbed him around his waist. And then I watched a lot of WWE back then. So like I had my arms around his waist, and like an idiot, I fucking dropped him back in a suplex. And I was like, yeah, I jumped up. I was like, fuck yeah. And then I turned around and he's there and he goes, you're fucking dead. And I was like, oh shit. So I started running again, right? I ran down the hallway towards my room in his house, opened the door. I try to close it before he can come in. I close it, and he goes, oh, you're going to close the door in my house? And he goes, fuck you. And he just kicks the door in, and all of a sudden he just reaches out, grabs me with one hand, and he does the Undertaker. He just goes, and puts my head through the fucking sheetrock. Now, I know it didn't happen this way exactly, but in my head, I always remember that somehow my head was like halfway in the wall, and it felt like I was up there for at least 5 seconds. I felt like I was up there with my arms across, like Jesus down there on the cross. And then slowly slid down until I fell on my ass. And then my dad, he cocked his hand back, and he was ready to fucking just kill me. And I was just like, ah. And then he reached back, and then he goes, hold on, I got to take a leak. And then he fucking walked away. He fucking left. And I sat there, and like a fucking idiot, I waited. I waited. And then he came back, and he zipped his pants up. He's like, okay, where were we? I was like, I think you were going to kill me. He goes, all right, yeah, that's right. So then he just grabbed me, and he lifted me up, and he dragged me to the kitchen, and he picked me up, and he goes, what the fuck is your problem? Why don't you fucking listen? What's wrong with you? He says, who the fuck is making you act like this? And just stupid me, I was drunk, and I was just like, I just had the shit beat out of me. So I said the first thing that came out of my head, I go, it was the white kids down the street.
Old Whitey.
He goes, what?
Whitey.
He goes, what are you talking about? He says, what's wrong with you? And I said, you asked what's wrong with me. And I go, yeah, well, he's like, well, what's wrong with you? I said, I guess I'm just a stupid Mexican. He said, who told you that? I said, the white kids down the street. And he goes, you motherfucker.
Sounds like something I'd do.
Now he wasn't upset at me. Now he was upset at them. So he fucking grabbed me, and now he's walking me back down the street to the party I was. And now he's on a mission to go kick some white kids' ass.
Oh my God.
Very embarrassing. I don't have anything else for that. That was it. I'm just sharing a story. I'm losing my breath because I fucking have allergies and asthma. It sucks. I moved to Texas. I didn't have any allergies, and I moved to Texas. And you ever see that movie by M. Night Shyamalan, The Happening, where all the trees are trying to kill everybody? That actually happens here in Texas. Like all the pollen from the trees is killing you every day. So I can't breathe because the trees are killing me, like a real movie. Also, I got asthma in LA. I didn't know I had asthma. I never had asthma until I moved to LA, but the air was so dirty. One day I thought I was having a heart attack. I went to the doctor, and it turns out I was just having an asthma attack. So that was news to me. The crazy thing was, you ever seen Revenge of the Nerds 2? Who's seen Revenge of the Nerds 2? Anybody?
I must have,
Yeah. Do you remember the white guy who was rapping in there?
Oh, yeah.
His name is Barry Sobel. He's a comedian. He was one of the top comedians of his time. He was in that movie. He was in Punchline, the movie, and he was in a TV show. I forgot what, Room 227, I think it was. Anyways, that was the guy that drove me to the doctors that day. I'm just sharing. It's not a joke. It was just really surreal that the kid from Revenge of the Nerds was taking me to the fucking hospital. To this day, I will always remember that the guy from Revenge of the Nerds saved my life because he just happened to call. And he goes, well, what's going on? I said, I think I'm having a heart attack. He says, well, can you drive? I said, I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah.
He goes, can you use Uber? I said, no. He said, well, then I'm taking you to the hospital. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, drop some controllers and clap some hands. Give it up to Big Al and his big dad. Just a Big Al.
Sprinted off the stage after that.
Big Dad.
I don't know if it'd be the same Big Al if his dad didn't beat the shit out of him, okay? All right? Give it up to all of you guys for being here in Alt Space.
Yippee! Yay!
Hooray.
Give it up to all you guys for being here in Alt
Woo!
Space. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Jason, don't ruin my Facebook drone, okay? The Facebook drone is new. I'm trying to get used to the Facebook drone. It's very hard for me to look at the Facebook drone and take it seriously. But there's 11 Facebook drone people and about the same amount of you. So I'm broke. Okay, I'm just telling you guys I'm broke. But check it out. Check it out. Your headliner tonight is Reznov. Okay, your feature tonight is Andrew Steiner. Okay. And after the show, we've got a new segment called the Corey and Kevin Podcast. It's going to be happening right here on this stage after the show. It's going to be awesome.
Ooh.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. It's going to be fucking dope. It's going to be the best fucking thing you've ever seen. Okay? Is that better? Are we doing better?
Yep.
Are we good?
No,
Are we
I am
great?
staying
All
for
right.
that.
One last guest spot tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's a pop-in. He didn't tell me he was going to be here, and I said, okay, you got 5 minutes. Give it up to Chip Nicholson. Chip!
Yes!
Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Oh man. I don't really have a whole bunch of jokes, just a couple of ideas I'm like mulling over.
Do it.
I think I was thinking about heaven and stuff, and I think it would suck like if the final test to get into heaven was the traffic to get into heaven. You know what I mean? Like, oh, geez, you know, like, oh, I wouldn't make it. Oh my God, I wouldn't make. I'm looking around. Some of us, a lot of us wouldn't make it. Be like hour 9, and someone would cut me off at the final gates, and I'd be like, "Damn!" And they'd be like, "No, damn you."
No, damn you.
I live in LA, and everyone like in LA, they always say, especially comics and stuff, they'll be like, dating in LA is hard. And I've been watching a lot of the dudes in Hollywood, and I'm not lying to y'all, like the dudes in Hollywood, like the Hollywood dudes treat girls like comedy clubs. They're like, hey man, did you get into Tina? Yeah, dog. It's crazy, man. I heard that was a hard one to get into. You gonna be a regular? Oh, fingers crossed. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, that's good.
I've noticed something about thugs. Like thugs don't laugh, right? Like I got a thug to laugh one time. Ha ha! Damn! That's it. He was so angry it was dangerous. He took out 2 guns like Yosemite Sam, just ha 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 ha. It was scary. Thugs don't clap either. They don't clap with their hands. You ever seen a thug clap? I'm telling you. Watch a thug. You know how they clap? They clap with their fists. It's just like this. That's a thug clap right there. They beat the shit out their hand. I swear. Let's see. Okay, Okay, we'll talk. So should I talk about my cum or breaking up with my therapist next? Which one?
Come.
Both.
Ah!
Same time.
Out with it.
It's the same story.
All right. All right. So here's the thing. When I was a kid, like I came in my face. No, it was crazy.
What?
The whole thing. It was a whole thing.
Take it easy, Eddie.
And I recently I remembered it. Because I forgot about it. Obviously, I totally erased it from my memory. But I got into a conversation recently, and it brought it back. I was talking to this one comedian, right? And I know, right? What conversation? So I was talking to this one comedian, right? And for some reason, we were talking about jizz and everything, and he was like, "Well, my mom used to be a hoe. I grew up around a whole bunch of hoes." And he said that she said the hoe said that healthy cum smells like ammonia. And I was like, "What? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy." Right? That's crazy, right? And he was like, "Nah." And then he goes, "Well, hoes would know what healthy cum smells like." And I was like, you know what? That is some sound logic right there. I can't deny that sound logic. So I Googled it, and it's true. Yo, it's true. Yo, if a healthy body, female healthy body has a pH balance that is alkaline, then your cum will smell like ammonia or bleach or something that is also alkaline. It's crazy, right? Because when I came in my face that day, it smelled like pancake batter. Anybody else? That's what happened to me. I gotta go. Thank you. I'm Chip.
Didn't see that.
Oh,
Neither did he.
Give it up to Chip, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up to Chip. Give it up to Chip. He only lost 5 people on Facebook Live and 10 people on All Space, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up to Chip and his pancake cum. Is that cool? You having fun? Nice. Awesome. Nice. Yeah. And Kevin had to kick 2 people. Isn't that right, Kevin? Kevin had to kick 2 people. Yeah. Yeah, don't talk shit. Just have fun. If you're not having fun, just leave. Don't talk shit, Same with Facebook. What's up, Facebook? Hey. Hey, Facebook. What's up, Facebook? All awkward. It's all glitchy and shit. All right, cool. We're down to your 2 last comics. Is that cool? You guys excited?
Yeah.
I'm about to have a really good fucking time, ladies and gentlemen. And then we got the after show, okay? All right?
Yeah.
Energy, Mary.
Okay.
Mary.
Yay!
Oh, shit. Okay. Jason, can you match that? I don't know what you said, but I love it. Give it up to your feature tonight, Andrew Steiner.
Woo!
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's great to be here and look at myself when I was bald. That's cool. Now I have way worse hair, but wish you guys could see it. When I was about 20, I used to be religious. I'm not anymore. Now I'm just trying not to steal from Whole Foods. That's where I'm at. Spiritually. And I used to steal from Whole Foods a lot, actually. When I was depressed, when I moved home from college, I dropped out. I was living in my mom's living room, or as I used to call it, the uterus, part 2. And I was just sad. I think you have to lie to yourself to be happy. I was lying to myself back then, that I was stealing just to introduce my friends to new food groups. I was showing Dusty what Chilean sea bass tasted like. But in reality, I was just stealing, to make myself feel like I was doing better than I actually was. Now I lie to myself a little bit. I tell myself I look like sexy George Costanza.
Yeah.
In actuality, I look like prison Larry David. That's But it really is. Both of my parents are actually depressed, so I'm genetically predisposed. But I was also raised to be depressed. Like my mom hired a goth babysitter who used to read me Morrissey lyrics before bed. She also didn't get me a stuffed Winnie the Pooh. She got me a stuffed Eeyore. And when I swirled it, it would say like, "Nobody likes me." That's what it was saying. But anyway, yeah, I was stealing, and then one day I got caught, and it was terrible. I went out to the car, I unloaded everything into the car. Then the manager and the assistant manager came, blocked my car in with a cart. I got in the car. I started the car, and I was like, "Oh man, this Prius is not going to make it over the curb in front of me, and I'm not going to reverse." Try to manslaughter these people. So I got out, I unloaded everything. They called the police. I did 2 steaks under my seat for later, so I'm glad I did that. But it was sad, man. I was in the holding cell, and I was like, I need to make a change with my life. I need to, have this be the beginning of an upward trajectory. So I got out and I took a lot of mushrooms. If you've taken mushrooms, they work exponentially. Like you take 1/8, you talk to God. You take 2/8, you realize you're God. You take 3/8, you realize everything is God. And you take 4/8, you realize you don't understand fractions. That's the real enlightenment. You're still stupid. That's what's up. And then I started looking up these like Buddhist lectures. I found this anarchist Buddhist monk named Kobutsu Malone, which is Japanese for fully enlightened, interminably ancient being. Malone. And I emailed that guy and I was like, "Yo, let me study with you." And he told me to come to Asia. So I did. I went all around Asia looking for other teachers, and eventually, actually, I wound up in Mongolia. Maybe I'll tell you about that later. But I wound up in this Zen monastery in southern Japan. And Kobutsu's like, "I'm sorry, Andrew, I can't teach you." And I said, "Why not?" And he said, "Because I can see the future. You're definitely going to steal again from Whole Foods." Ne'er-do-well. So, but he told me to study with the master who owned that monastery, and I did. I started living in the meditation hall. I was waking up at 3:30 in the morning. I had no privacy, no free time. I was meditating 8 hours a day. And it's kind of weird how quickly luxuries turn into necessities. Like until last week, I'd never used a bidet, but now I can't brush my teeth without one. But the opposite is also true. Like I got used to living in those conditions with no privacy and all that. And that it kind of sounds like I was brainwashed, but I wasn't, because the difference between religions and cults is that one has better food and the other has better sex. And I only heard people moan one time at that monastery, and that's when we had quiche. People were fucking freaking out. They were like, "Oh," they were rubbing their nipples, their robes got wet. It was crazy. That monastery did have like weird sexual repression things. The master, he said, it's a waste of spiritual energy to masturbate. You know what else is a waste of spiritual energy? Trying to get 20-year-olds not to jerk off. I was so frustrated that I hooked up with a tree. We were doing landscaping, so at least I chopped it down first to make sure it was my age.
Oh, killed it.
Good. And then finally, I got accepted officially as a student, which meant I got to meet with him privately, and he could tell me how unenlightened I was to my face, one-on-one, which was nice. It was a lot of. It was intense. First time I met him, he was like in shadows. I couldn't really see his face. His face was covered. It was like darkness. I couldn't even see his eyes. And all he said was, "Show me your breath." He wasn't like trying to smell my breath either. That would have been nice. That would have been useful information. If my breath stunk. "Show me it." And of course, I was too nervous to breathe naturally. So he just got like, "Huh?" and then he rang his bell. Like, get the fuck out of here with that weight transfer. You've never been dismissed by a musical instrument, then you probably have your dignity intact. I left the monastery shortly after that, and finally, a couple of years after that, I lost my virginity. I lost my virginity kind of late for a cool Jew, I have to say. And I think it's because I put too much stock in it. Like, I thought I was gonna feel like an adult when I lost my virginity. I thought all my problems were gonna be solved, but I only started feeling mature once I had my heart broken 3 times by the same woman, and then eventually she gave me a dry, drunken hand job for 40 minutes, and that I had to finish myself. In the bathroom. That's when I started feeling like
Now
I was
you're an
coming into
adult.
my own. And I don't think I was good at flirting in high school. I wasn't confident, and my dad didn't teach me anything. He told me you could tell a woman liked you if she let you touch her hair. He told me how to put moves on text. That son of a bitch bastard. I also didn't know I was bisexual until now. Wait this second. I think it was your hat, sir. That cued me in. I don't know why, but it did it for me. It's the green underbrim on top of it. And I almost lost my virginity on that trip to Asia in Mongolia. Like I mentioned before, I almost hooked up with this Dutch girl. I mean, we did hook up. We were making out. I was, it was getting pretty hot. But then at the final moment, I was like, nah, we're drunk. I want to be fully aware. I want to be fully present because I was raised on like Disney movies. I wanted, one of us to look like a beast in a suit jacket, and the other of us to be obsessed with books, at least something like that. We could dress up as dogs and eat some spaghetti. I don't know. But it wasn't fitting my image of what I thought losing your virginity was supposed to be like. So I waited. I went back to New York, and my friend hooked me up with his girlfriend's friend, and I told her, like, let's just be friends. I just said the word friend a lot, and like I said friend 8 times. But then I fell in love with her. We were hanging out. I got to know her. I got to love her mangled ass teeth. I thought they were really cute after a while. Once you see past the person's physical exterior, then everything becomes beautiful, and they won't fuck you. And after a couple times of like telling her I loved her, I was just like, fuck it. I just need to lose my virginity. I just need to get past this. So I went on Craigslist and I found a really cool looking prostitute. And in retrospect, I kind of wish it was a sex worker on Etsy. I think that would have been a better experience. I think that would have been, some of that small batch handcrafted. I think that would have been nice. And then I went back to school and I told her, I'm like, I'm not a virgin anymore. And she's like, you were a virgin? And I'm like, yeah, I lost it with a prostitute. And then, of course, she wasn't into that. But it all worked out. I just got engaged last year. It was cool. We got engaged on the New York City subway. So I got down on one knee and I was like, say yes. There's some kind of weird liquid rolling at me. Not even for my ego, but for my health, physical health. And then the train, like people clapped for us, which was nice. But then the train stalled out, and then it got unstuck, and they clapped even louder for that than they did for us, which hurt my feelings. Before we got engaged, we went to a sex club, and that was cool. I kind of just wanted her to see. Before I put a ring on her finger, I wanted her to see a man put a ring on my penis. I thought that would have been a nice test of our devotion. Yeah. And I got this cool, sexy outfit. I got these booty cutter shorts. I got this tank top with a train that said choo choo because I wanted to be mysterious. I wanted people guessing, like, does this guy want a train run on him? Does he want to run a train on us? Is he on the autism spectrum? What's going on with this? I guess I am. I'm on the autism spectrum, same way Elizabeth Warren is Native American. Like it just seems like I'm doing it to look cool. but I do know a lot of facts about animals, like Native Americans. So,
You're right.
anyway, that's been my set. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for. If you like me, follow me on Instagram at Andrew Steiner. Thank you. Thank you.
Woo!
Thanks, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, make it loud for Andrew Steiner tonight. Drop your controllers, clap your hands, give it up to him. All right, we are down to your headliner, ladies and gentlemen. How you feeling?
Oh shit.
Talk to me.
Woo!
No.
I'm feeling my ears right now. I'm feeling my ears with my index. And someone said earlier you can't throw the finger in VR, but I beg to differ.
Is that stereo?
Kind of. It's kind of the same thing. Okay? No? Wu-Tang? That's what's
He
up.
knows the fuck
All right. My VR glitching is fucked, so I'm going to get your headliner out here. Give it a Reznov.
Oh.
Oh, pussy cheese.
Oh my gosh, my sinuses are kind of fucky wookie.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Hello. My name is Reznov. I make songs about whatever you tell me to, man. So say some shit and we'll make a song or whatever. All right.
So much energy.
I need to work on that. I need to work on that introduction. All right. I take words from the audience and attempt to make it into a song. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's terrible, and a lot of times it's about dicks. I don't know why, but yeah. Let's
But always
go ahead
it's a
and do it.
raccoon. Okay, it's always a raccoon. All right, Jason, you got your hand up. What do you want?
Pregnant midget orgy.
Pregnant midget orgy.
That's the
Yeah,
song
that's the
right
whole
there.
song right there.
That's the song right there. Let's go.
Let's do the
Yep.
whole
Oh boy.
Let's sell it.
Yep.
Sold.
I lost my
God.
virginity to that song.
Best song ever.
This is the pregnant midget.
Well, I am tired of having sex the way that I usually do. My wife said she wanna do it missionary. I said I wish that you were 4 for 2. She said, well, it can happen, but it cannot happen with me. We're gonna have to open our boundaries and give up on monogamy. And now we're gonna fuck something, fuck something, fuck something, fuck something, fuck something, fuck something new. And now we're gonna fuck something, fuck something, fuck something, fuck something, fuck something new with you. Where I saw a really tiny house, a really, really small house, but not too small, just a small height. And I said, why don't we see what's going on?
My wife said, yeah.
We went to the door and knocked on that bitch, and you wouldn't really believe what came out of it. We heard sounds going. We heard
heard sounds, we heard sounds going, going, going. Do I need to say the rest? Yeah. Walk up to the door, knock real gently, go inside, and everybody's fucking pregnant, banging around, licking their pussies, licking their ass, and I'm like, bitch, can I get it? And my wife, she approved. She said, go ahead, take two, and she said that I'll take three, and now do them while you are watching me, I'm watching you, and we all across the room with these pregnant midget bitches, and I'm coming real soon. Hey.
Pregnant midget bitches, these pregnant midget bitches, these pregnant midget bitches, boy, they make me wild. All these pregnant midget bitches, these pregnant midget bitches, these pregnant midget bitches, each one contains a child. These pregnant midget bitches, these pregnant midget bitches, boy, they're like flesh and blood. These pregnant midget bitches, these pregnant midget bitches, these pregnant midget bitches, really fill me up. They really, how do they fill me up? It should be me that's filling them up.
Yeah. Reznov. Hey, my daughter is here. My daughter's 9 years old. She just woke up and she wants to tell you what you want. You want him to sing for you?
Yeah, she
Wait, she didn't hear the other
give
song,
me, give me
did she?
3 words. Give me 3 words. Any 3 words.
Ice cream.
Cats in the Galaxy. With
Cats
with
in the Galaxy?
Cats in the Galaxy with wings.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Cats with wings.
Space cats with
Okay,
wings.
okay.
Okay, go to sleep. You'll hear it tomorrow. I love you. Goodbye.
I don't like that sound.
First kid, man. Can't say that. It's fucked up.
Nice.
been chasing all my tail. I think that they just shot out one of our warden cells. But I want some power. I don't wanna die when I'm trying to get my space nip and get high. I don't wanna die when I'm trying to get my space catnip and get high. Oh, I don't wanna die. I just wanna get high.
Is that a dog? No, that's a cat over there in space. I want to attack it. I want to attack its face. I want to chase it. I want to really give it a chase. I want to see if I can catch it while it's going to space. I want to see if I can catch it. What will I do when I catch it? I don't know. Ducks don't do shit when they catch cats. They just look at them and stare. Now we're going to space. Now we're going to space. And now we're going to space. And now we're going to
Pretty
space.
impressive.
The cats have wings too. Forgot about the wings.
For being right off the cuff.
Mr. Reznov tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Reznov, for singing a song for my daughter who woke up and bugged the fuck out of me. I appreciate that. She's asleep already. You put her to sleep. You guys
You
want
didn't hear
one
the
more?
one before that.
You did not hear the one before that. No, she did
Good.
not hear the midget fucking pregnant porn. She did not hear that.
The best one.
But I was dancing when she walked into my bedroom to the pregnant midget dancing porn. All right. So we're gonna get 3 more words. We're gonna do it legitimately. We're gonna go around the room one more time. We're gonna get 3 more words for one more song. You guys want one more song? You guys want one more song?
Yeah.
Yeah. They say yeah. Give it up to Orion. Give me one word, Orion.
Gopher.
Gopher. I like gophers. Patrick, give me one word. Patrick. Fucking noob. Give me one word.
The noob in the VIP.
Nepotism. You got gopher. You got nepotism. And then we got juju right here. Give me a word. Any word.
Titties.
Titties. Titties, ladies and gentlemen. Gophers,
Oh.
nepotism, and titties. Take it away, Reznov.
Mm.
Look up nepotism.
Relius village is declining in population. There's only so many of us here, and most of us practice masturbation. We burrow in the dirt. There's not a female gopher around to flirt with, but there is one. She's the queen, and she's somebody I'd really like to hurt with. Oh, who's gonna get her next? Who's gonna get her next? Who's gonna get her next? Probably me. Who's gonna get her next? Who's gonna get her next? Who's gonna get her next? Keep it in the family. Well, son, if you'd like to bang the queen, dig the deepest hole that I have ever fucking seen. If you want to do it, your hoes cannot be shitty. If you ever want to see the queen gopher's titties, the queen gopher's titties, yeah, the queen gopher's titties, you're gonna have to bury inside. When you're banging the queen to increase her population, make sure that you're getting the thighs. Queen gopher's titties, yeah, the 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 queen gopher's titties.
I seen a queen gopher. I thought she was really a loafer. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna rap. I'm not gonna rap.
Rap, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what you got to do in the Queen Gopher Village or whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Reznov tonight. Break some fucking controllers or clap some real
Thank
fucking
you.
hands for Reznov tonight, your headliner.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out to the Filter Inter Comedy Show. How you feeling? You having a good time?
Woo!
Are you ready to call it a night?
Never.
Fuck no. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special segment for you guys. We almost never do this shit. You need to make it loud. I want to hear you make it loud.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. No, it's all good. No, it's cool. No, make it fucking loud, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to see something new? All right, now pardon me. I gotta go into my menu and do some fancy bullshit. Hold on, I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot for a second here.
Just for
I'm
a
gonna
second?
change some shit around. Check this out. Boom.
Oh,
Where'd it
yeah.
go? It's gone.
Oh.
All right. All right. We're gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna do this.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do this.
Oh.
And I'm gonna do
yeah,
this.
Yeah.
And
yeah, this is
oh
fun.
shit, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, ladies and gentlemen? I have no idea. Oh my god. All right, so I'm gonna edit this. We're gonna change this. We're gonna click this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the Kevin and Corey Showtime podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, to the stage, Corey Showtime and Kevin, right here, motherfuckers. This is the Corey and Kev Showtime podcast live from Render After Dark.
Yeah,
thank you for
man.
butchering that every possible way. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you took all the
literally
words
every
and just
wrong
made
way
like
you could do
various
that.
versions of it.
All right, well, hey, guess what? You know what? I'm gonna leave my avatar and I'm gonna be right inside this little fucking drone thing. All right, so you guys have fun, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up to Corey and Kevin. All right, I'm leaving my VR headset. Give it up to them.
Oh. It's all in jest because it's the Showtime and Kev podcast, but give it up to your host, the motherfucking wizard who literally made all this shit appear out of thin air, Kyle Render, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I'm a software developer during the day, and I can't figure this shit out. Like, I've been trying to code in this language, and it's just like, what? You know what I mean? I mean, this is really weird. And I was like, if I could figure out how to give you all legs, I'll be a billionaire.
You can see mine.
That's all I'm
like,
trying to
kicking out
do.
on
I'm
the
trying to
couch right
cash
now.
out.
All right.
I find this like particularly dope because like this is how I'm actually sitting at home. Like this works for me.
That's incredibly tempting.
Yeah, I'm
This is
actually
beautiful.
hanging upside down like 50 Cent from In the Club. Because that's how I love to do podcasts.
That makes sense. That's
Sometime
the
with
apartment.
Kev, we've been doing podcasts for a couple of years now. We started doing the pandemic.
Okay.
Before the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a year
we
before
started,
the
we
pandemic.
started in my little ass apartment, and then we had a studio for a while. Then the pandemic hit, And so we did this wonderful thing called Zoom and StreamYard and all these other things I had to learn on my computer. And then this came about, and
Yeah, so that was it for that comedy show. I'm gonna probably live stream some more of their shows, maybe the one tomorrow night there. I don't know. But I think it's pretty cool. I'm sure it's better when you're actually in a headset, but I think it was pretty fun just I mean, it's like going to a comedy club. You know, it depends on what the acts are, and like, for instance, some of those comedians I thought were hilarious. Some of them I was like, and some of it's probably learning to adjust to the format of doing comedy in virtual reality. Like, some people are like, haha, I'm so fat, look at my boobs, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, we don't actually see you, so that joke doesn't exactly land as well. So, all of that comes into play. But I think it's pretty cool. Kind of gonna be looking into some of these other VR things too in the future. So if you have any recommendations, thoughts, whatever, be sure to let me know. And